Hi guys, welcome to another Create a Card. This one I'm doing for Fresh Ideas Friday for the Ippity blog. I wanted to kind of show off the new papers we have for the Ippity line. They are by October Afternoon and they are just full of fun colors and fun patterns. My favorite is this grid pattern. I'm going to be using that a lot, I know. And then I just love polka dots and stripes. And they're just, and I love the text paper, and they're just full of fun patterns and colors. The one I'm kind of focusing on today is this one. A big trend right now is on banners, and when I saw these diamond shapes, I immediately thought of banners and thought how easy it would be to create a card from that. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on today. And then I'm also using some stamps from the Sweet Thoughts of You and the Fall for You stamp kits by Ippity. So let's go ahead and get started here. What I first want to do is, let's see, start with the card base here. I want to go ahead and score this. I got a new tool. And I'm just kind of starting to learn how to use this. It's the Martha Stewart score thing. I don't know what this is called. Score tablet, I guess. I don't know. And this is kind of the first time I've used it. So you just line it up here. And since I have an 8 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card, I'm going to go ahead and score at the 4 1/4 line. And then fold it in half, and that just makes it a real nice clean edge if you score your cards. And next I want to have some papers peekaboo underneath here, so I'm going to cut off probably maybe 3/4 of an inch. Actually, I went ahead and cut off a full inch of that. And so since I'm doing that, I'm going to cut a strip of this paper about an inch. And then also some of this one about an inch. I want to go ahead and scallop this. So I'm going to get my scallop sentiment from Fiskars. It's their border punch. Out an edge here. I'm using the Sweet Thoughts of You. It's like a sentiment bubble, but I've cut that little area out so I can move it around and place it wherever I want, and now it kind of looks like a cloud, so I'm going to use it as a cloud. I'm using some Colorbox ink and Celadon. And I'm not sure how many I want of these, so I'm going to do quite a few. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put the sentiment down. I'm using the Happy Birthday from the Fall for You stamp kit. I'm going to do some embossing. So I want to go ahead and get that set up here. I'm big on this little embossing buddy. That way I don't have leftover embossing powder in areas that I don't really want it. So grab my Versamark. Actually, I think I'll put the birthday down first. Okay, so next I'm going to be doing some cutting out, and what I want to do is go ahead and cut out the clouds, and then I'll be taking this strip of paper and cutting out the banners. And what I'm just going to do is cut around the outlines so they'll end up looking like that. Okay, so I have all my pieces cut out, and I just kind of placed my clouds down where I want them. So I don't want to forget that, so I'm putting them down first. I'm just going to trim off the edges here. So that's that part. Next, I want to put down my strips here. I have all my little pieces cut, and I have this idea. I want to do somehow glue string onto these little flags. So I'm just going to run some liquid glue along the tops here, and then lay my string across. Should be interesting. Okay, so now I'm gonna let that dry. Maybe I'll let that zoom in a little so you can maybe see what I did here. I just, like I said, I put a strip of liquid glue down, and then I'm just having that string rest in it until it dries. Okay, so while these dried, I went ahead and put a foam adhesive on each one, and then I tied a tiny little knot. I don't know if you can see that. I tied a tiny knot at the end on each side. So last, all we have to do is go ahead and put these onto the card. So I have those on, and I'm just gonna trim off the ends here. And I want to round the ends, or around the corners down here. And that does it for today's Create a Card for Fresh Ideas Friday. I hope you enjoyed. I have been wanting to make a banner card for a long time, and I just thought these new Ippity papers would be perfect. So I hope you'd enjoyed, and I hope you learned something new, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.